down the club, bitches show me love. Feet on the couch, feet on the couch.
So this Feet on the Couch, I'm Miklo Bands, we're here with Dorian. Hell yeah, hell yeah. And to start these interviews, we just want to get to know you a little bit. Like, you know, how did you first get into music? Like, introduced to music back as a kid and shit like that? Like,
so
how's that whole story go?
I was born, you know, and I was just like, I'm not just playing. It was quarantine, and we were drunk one day, and he was like, "You need to hop on this song, man." And I was like, "All right." After like about a year and a half of trying to get me to make music.
Yeah, he was just trying to push you,
just pushing you.
Yeah.
Finally got what he wanted.
Yeah. And how would you describe like your workflow, like start to finish like a song? Like how do you start like writing lyrics, you know what I mean? Where do you go to find beats and shit like that?
So I go like to YouTube and I use BeatStars to find beats and stuff. And as far as my lyrics go, I'm like kind of a perfectionist. So I'll like write something down and I'll recite it and then it's just like, nah, it could be better. So it's like, it probably take me about a solid 30 minutes just to make like maybe a verse. Because I have to have it perfect.
Yeah, you gotta make sure, you know what I mean, it's your art, you know what I mean, it represents yourself, so at the end of the day, you want it to be the best quality. And what would you say, like, are some people that you listen to, like, over the years, you know what I mean, like, everybody listens to music and shit like that, some of your favorite artists?
Some of my favorite artists, number one would be Lauryn Hill. I like a lot of the oldies, so I listen to a lot of, like, Lauryn Hill, listen to a lot of Fugees, listen to a lot of reggae, listen to a lot of country, and then, like, recently I've been listening to, like, Raw Wave, 2C, like people that make like mainly like soul rap, like that new genre rap.
Yeah, like the R&B soul, like type like wave, like you know that wavy ass vibey shit. You know what I mean?
Because that's how like my music sounds.
Oh, dope, hell yeah. Yeah. And what would you say like? How would you describe like where you make like music? Like, do you make it in a studio, at home? Like how? Like just for people, you know what I mean, out there trying to make music too as well. You know, how do you describe like making music for yourself?
So I have my own studio, and I got it set up in my room.
Oh, dope!
I feel like sometimes like you can go to a studio vibe, but then the nerves might get at you. But when you're in the comfort of your own home, you never know what's gonna come out of you because that's when you're in your best creativity mode.
Of course. Hell yeah. And how like I know you said like during quarantine was when you first started making music and stuff like that. So how was that year for you, 2020?
2020 was a rough one, but it was just like making music was something else to do, so it passed a lot of time. And then like doing that, got introduced to a lot more people. There's a lot more like other stuff. Like music has its own little world, so there's like way more to do during quarantine and stuff.
And I know you're talking about Lauryn Hill and you know what I mean, and some of your inspirations. What are some songs you want like that put on people too? You know what I mean, real quick, like just so they could get into your head. Like what songs that you really fuck with from some of those artists?
Alright, so Lauryn Hill, my one I listen to the most would have to be The Mystery of Iniquity. And then like that's one of my top from Lauryn Hill. Like my top country song, what is his name? I can never think of his name, but he sings that song, the one that's Lock the Doors and Turn the Lights on. I can't think of it, but
that's all good.
It's my top song with him. Pretty sure they gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I listen to everything. I put my ears into some of every genre. But my top song would be like Mystery of Iniquity by Lauryn Hill. And then there's this new dude, pull up his name. It's a new dude I listen to. He's like country, but he kind of got like a little rap in him too.
Oh, dope, hell yeah.
Little dude, like Kid G. His name's Kid G.
Kid G?
Yeah.
I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, he's tough. And then mainly like now, I kind of like to listen to a bunch of stuff that like sounds like me. So I find a lot of like upcoming artists that have the same type of flow, and I kind of just like I like to listen to it because then I can mimic them because that's what I want to sound like too. Yeah.
Cool. Hell yeah. And just to bring it a little back, like how was it for you like growing up? Like you know what I mean? Just to describe like your life and your life story and everything, just in a short bit.
Shoot, growing up was tough. I mean, we got through it though. Single parent households. Then you got military dad. So it's just like, it was tough. And then, just moving everywhere. Bounced from Louisiana to Georgia to Texas.
How was it living in Louisiana and Georgia at those times?
Louisiana that's just the country. Like where I'm from, Louisiana, from Shreveport, it's just like dirt roads. You got the city, but it's the country.
Yeah, so go out there, like, it's the country.
Georgia was like a big jump though, because it's like big city. There's always something going on. I was like, that was tough for me because it kind of put me in a shell because I'm like, I don't know nothing about none of that, so I'm gonna just stick to myself type stuff.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And how did you come up with your name?
So my name, so I was just gonna use my original, like my actual first name is D0Rr1. It's just D0Rr1An. But then like if I search that on Apple Music, it's like 10,000 people with that same name. So I'm like, gotta do something different.
Yeah,
so
you gotta switch it up a little bit.
Yep. So I was like D0Rr1An. I'm like, that's it. It's gonna be me.
Hell yeah, dope. Dope. And what are some of like your recent releases or any upcoming projects that you got, like, you know what I mean, that you really are like want people to like look out for, you know what I mean? Because they'll be following you on Instagram from this video and stuff like that. We're gonna have everything in the links in the description and all that.
So I got only one song out right now. It's called Love Ties. It's out on all platforms. But I'm kind of like in album mode right now. So
Alright, so you're working on a project. You like to work on project, like get a whole like collection of songs together and stuff like that. That's dope.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like, I want to say within the next 2 to 3 months. That's
Alright, cool. Hell yeah. We'll be looking out, you know, whenever it comes out, whether it be 2 and 3 months or anything, we'll be on the lookout for that shit. Hell yeah. And how would you like describe like the vibes of like your project? You know what I mean? Like what can we expect a little bit from? Not to like let on too much or anything.
No,
Nah.
cool.
You know what I mean?
So from that, it's pretty much gonna be on chill vibes. It's got some about love. Probably gonna have some stuff about struggle, like just everyday stuff. Stuff like that. It's pretty much gonna be a chill vibe though.
Dope. Real relatable stuff like every day. Oh yeah, dope. And what plans do you have for 2021, like as an artist and brand? You know what I mean?
As an artist, like I want to do by the end of the year probably like an album and maybe 2 EPs. That's like my main goal as an artist. But then like on the brand side, cause you know we're in a group, group. So I want to do like kind of like the community service event we did the other day. I plan on doing like how Ill Music does the shows. I wanted to do some of those on my own.
Oh, dope.
That allow like more exposure for upcoming artists where they don't have to pay to perform.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's literally just an artist showcase. You pay to get in, like $10 to get in.
Yeah, of course.
But then everybody, you know, sign up to perform just so everybody can get out there and get heard and stuff.
Oh yeah, putting it on for the community and the culture, you know what I mean? Building a whole scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's dope. Oh yeah, fuck with it. Oh yeah, and just to speak about like some more of your inspirations, stuff like that. What are some like collaborations that you have? Not inspirations, like collaborations. My bad.
So I have a few with Daniel James.
Hell yeah, you know Daniel James over here, just off camera right now. Yeah.
I got a few with him. I got a song coming soon with this dude. He calls himself Rockman. I don't know if you even heard of him.
No, I haven't heard of him. I'll check him out. Oh yeah.
But I got one with him coming. We have a group. We have a group called 80 Proof, and we have a song called "Falling in Love." It has all of our members in it. And then, yeah, pretty much it. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about your collective. You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit more about that. Who's in it? You know what I mean?
So our group consists of myself. You got Daniel James. There's a guy called Jack Boy Jitter, and then there's Forever on Saturn, but we call him Saturn. But it's like a bunch of different genres. You got like me, who's kind of like, what is it? What did I even call it? Soul rap. Got that. Then you have Daniel James, a little bit more on the harder side. Then you got Jack Boy Jitter, a little bit more on the harder side. And then you got like Saturn, who's kind of like on a, I want to say a Juice vibe, Juice type, like Peep vibe. That's
Juice WRLD, like Florida type vibes. You know what I mean? Like that whole.
Yeah, our little group is kind of like a family. It's just based off family vibes. And then we try to incorporate music into it too.
Oh, dope. Hell yeah. And y'all got any, and like I know you talked about like the event that happened the other day, you know, popped out and everything like that. It was dope. Hell yeah. Anything else coming up from y'all or anything? Soon? Hell yeah. So go check out the Instagram, you know what I mean? Just be on the lookout, you know? Hell yeah. And where can people find your music? I know you said all platforms and stuff like that, but where can people like find you on social medias the most? Like what social medias do you use?
So I use Instagram mainly. Like that's like my biggest thing with music because I'm on there the most. And my Instagram is D0Rr1An.
Oh yeah, we'll have a link in the description and all that so you can get that.
And then all my music, you got Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, like everything.
Oh hell yeah, dope. And you plan to release on all platforms, like for all your music? Hell yeah.
Every platform.
Dope. Do you have any like visuals coming or anything like that? Any plans to do visuals and shit?
So
hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, everything with time, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, dope. And is there anything else that you want me to get in this interview that you think I missed or anything like that? Any of y'all think I missed anything, you know what I mean?
She got James. She got what?
She played football.
Come on, man.
You play football?
Yeah. Play for the stealth.
Dope. How's playing football?
Hey, that's straight. Ain't even like that. That's a hell of a workout.
Hell yeah, that's dope. It's a good workout. Hell yeah. Most people be sedentary as fuck, like just sitting down all day and shit like that. They forget about their body and just getting up and shit.
Play with some hardcore women. You forget that they was women the way they be out there tackling and stuff.
Well, yeah, it'd probably fucking knock me the fuck out. Still motherfucker Jack Skellington ass boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Got anything? What you got? Alright, your interview next. Be ready.
Y'all like,
Yeah, man, just chilling.
Yeah. And, you know, just to like wrap it up, what would be a message that you have like to your fans, you know, everybody barely checking you out, new interview, you know what I mean, just listening to your story a little bit and all this. What's a message you got of people checking you out and your fans and everything?
The message for today, don't count me out yet.
James over here.
Yeah, that's pretty much that.
Dope. Hell yeah. Well, this has been Feel on Couch on Miklo Bands. This has been the D0Rr1An Interview. Y'all gotta go check her out on everything, you know what I mean? Go check her song out on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever y'all listen to your shit and all that. Hell yeah.
Shit down the club, bitches show me love. Feet on the couch, feet on the couch.